Wake up.
Navigating a relationship with a narcissist can be a challenging and often painful experience. Yet, amidst the chaos and turmoil, there are valuable lessons to be learned. As I reflect on my own journey through the tumultuous waters of a relationship with a narcissist, I've come to realize that every trial and tribulation has been a stepping stone toward greater understanding. The scars of my past still linger, a decade-long journey of recovery and self-discovery that has fundamentally reshaped the fabric of my being. So, let's delve into 13 silver linings hidden within the storm clouds of a relationship with a narcissist. Boundaries are not walls to keep others out, but gates to protect our inner sanctum, to shield our hearts and minds from harm, while allowing healthy connections to flourish. In the presence of a narcissistic partner, boundaries are often disregarded. What begins as a subtle erosion of personal space and autonomy can quickly escalate into a full-blown assault on our sense of self-worth and identity. I learned that boundaries are not merely suggestions, but non-negotiable imperatives, a line in the sand that must be defended at all costs. In asserting my boundaries, I reclaimed my power, not as an act of aggression, but as a declaration of my inherent worth and dignity. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, adept at showering their partners with praise and adulation. Their conditional love becomes a barometer of our worth, leaving us perpetually chasing after their elusive validation like a carrot on a stick. I learned that true self-worth can never be found in the fickle opinions of others. True self-worth is not a prize to be won or a status to be earned. It is a birthright inherent in our very being. It cannot be given or taken away by others, for it resides within us. Narcissists are skilled at gaslighting, the insidious practice of distorting reality to sow seeds of doubt and confusion in their partners' minds. They use subtle tactics to undermine our confidence in our own perceptions, leaving us second-guessing our instincts and questioning our sanity. I learned to listen to the whispers of my heart, to heed the warning signs and red flags that my rational mind might overlook. In the aftermath of a relationship with a narcissist, trusting my intuition is a reminder that my intuition knows the way, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Narcissists excel at exploiting the empathy of others, using it as a tool to manipulate and control. They feign vulnerability, yet beneath their facade lies a cold and calculating heart. I learned that no amount of empathy or understanding can compel a narcissist to change their behavior. In the face of their indifference and manipulation, our empathy becomes a liability, a weakness to be exploited rather than a strength to be celebrated. I refuse to allow the actions of a narcissist to harden my heart or diminish my capacity for compassion. I choose to wield my empathy not as a weapon, but as a shield that protects my heart from bitterness and resentment, while allowing me to remain open to the beauty and wonder of the world. Narcissists are draining the energy and vitality of those around them, leaving their partners exhausted and depleted. They demand constant attention and validation, leaving little time or space for self-care. I learned to listen to the whispers of my body and soul, to honor my own needs and desires without apology or compromise. In the quiet moments of self-reflection, I found solace and strength, a sanctuary of peace amidst the chaos of my past. In the face of their cruelty and indifference, forgiveness may seem like an impossible feat. Forgiveness is not about excusing or condoning the actions of a narcissist. It is about releasing ourselves from the burden of carrying their sins. It is about recognizing that holding on to anger and resentment only serves to prolong our suffering. I learned that true healing begins with letting go of the need for revenge, letting go of the desire for justice. It is about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that justice will be served in its own time and in its own way. While forgiveness may open the door to healing, it does not mean that boundaries should be abandoned. In the trenches of a relationship with a narcissist, I became intimately familiar with their arsenal of manipulation tactics. It was like navigating a minefield, each step fraught with the risk of falling into their carefully laid traps. While enduring manipulation was undoubtedly one of the most confusing experiences of my life, I gained a heightened sensitivity to the subtle signs of manipulation in my interactions with others. I learned to discern when someone's words or actions didn't align with their true intentions. It was a hard-won battle, but reclaiming my autonomy was worth it. The experience of manipulation deepened my empathy and understanding for others who may be going through similar struggles. And as blunt as it may sound, intelligence does not provide immunity from manipulation. The relationship with a narcissist often chips away at the core of who we are, leaving us feeling lost in a sea of uncertainty and confusion. In the aftermath, I found myself questioning everything: my beliefs, my values, even my own memories. I discovered that personal identity is not something to be found outside ourselves, but something to be cultivated from within. It meant reclaiming the pieces of myself that I had relinquished in the narcissist's shadow. It wasn't a linear journey. It was messy and non-linear, filled with detours and dead ends. But with each step, I grew stronger. Through the process of rediscovering personal identity, we learned to trust ourselves again. Letting go of the illusions and false promises can feel like tearing off a bandage, exposing the raw wounds beneath. Letting go is not about forgetting or denying the pain of the past. It is about releasing ourselves from its grip. I learned that true growth requires courage, the courage to release the familiar and step into the unknown, knowing that we are guided and supported every step of the way. I learned that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a wellspring of strength that enables us to forge authentic connections. Narcissists perceive vulnerability as a weakness to exploit, a crack in our armor to be pried open. True strength lies not in shielding ourselves from pain, but in embracing it, not in numbing ourselves to our emotions, but in allowing ourselves to feel deeply and authentically. It is about stepping into the arena of life with courage and vulnerability, knowing that our willingness to be seen and known for who we really are is the ultimate act of bravery. Narcissistic relationships leave scars, reminders of the trials we have endured and the battles we have fought. They leave us wounded and broken, struggling to make sense of the wreckage left in their wake. I discovered that true liberation lies not in erasing our scars, but in embracing them. Healing is a journey of self-discovery. It is about confronting the shadows of our past and embracing the fullness of who we are. It is about finding meaning and purpose in our pain and using it as a catalyst for growth and transformation. Narcissists thrive on control, manipulating and coercing their partners into submission in order to satisfy their insatiable ego. I discovered that true liberation lies not in controlling others, but in relinquishing the need for control altogether. The illusion of control is a prison that keeps us trapped in a cycle of fear and anxiety, preventing us from fully experiencing the richness and beauty of life. It robs us of our spontaneity and creativity, leaving us feeling disconnected from ourselves and others. Narcissistic relationships often distort our perception of love, leaving us questioning its authenticity and validity. After a relationship with a narcissist, love can feel like a distant dream, shattered by the harsh reality of betrayal and exploitation. Love is not a commodity to be bought or sold, nor is it a weapon to be wielded in pursuit of power or control. It is the gentle whisper of the wind and the fiery passion of the sun. It is the laughter of children and the tender embrace of a lover. And love is not always easy. It challenges us to confront our fears and insecurities, to peel back the layers of our defenses and reveal the raw vulnerability that lies beneath. In embracing the power of love, I reclaim my autonomy, my dignity, and my capacity to love and be loved in return. Thank you for being here. Until next time, feel, learn, and grow.